In this video, we'll talk about selecting a partition table on your Windows machine. So for further lessons, I've created a new testing domain, which is lead or learned lessons. The NetBIOS name for it is lead, to be short. And we start. Let me log into this server. That's a member server, lead SRV1, and I log in with lead /administrator. I'll make it larger. As you can see, it's server 2022 updated, fully updated, and you can notice this new server manager information message. It contains already try Azure Arc. And if you go to local server in server manager, you can see that here we've got this link, Azure Arc Management. And we can check the version of this server manager. It's got Microsoft Entra Provisioning Agent installed. And now let's install Windows Admin Center for one more robust management tools for Windows Server. So I'll click this link. So we open the link in Microsoft Edge and find the download link for Windows Server Admin Center. Here in More Resources for Windows Admin Center, we click Download Windows Admin Center. And we can find this download, the MSI. We can also try it in Microsoft Azure, but for now, we'll go on-prem. So I'll have to fill in all these details and press download now. As I'm running English version, I download the Windows Admin Center in English. When the download is complete, I'll open the file, accept these terms, click Next, click Next, click Next, Next again, accept the defaults, click Next. Here the installer will ask for creating a self-signed SSL certificate. This certificate will expire in 30 days, so make sure to remember this. And reissue this certificate if you need it for more than 60 days. The installation will take some minutes, and that's it. We've successfully installed Windows Admin Center, and we can click Finish. And when we are done, we can open Microsoft Edge and go to https://localhost and hit Enter. Go to Advanced, as that is a self-signed certificate, continue to localhost, and it will start launching Windows Admin Center. The credentials are your local administrator credentials, which you've created on this local server. And that's it. We can start using Windows Admin Center and adding servers with the help of these very robust tools. So when you first launch Windows Admin Center, you'll get this informational message: successfully installed version 23.11. Your version could be different, and the new enhancements to this tool. And you can also notice that it is a gateway server, the server on which we've installed Windows Admin Server. Let's add the second server, DC1, lead DC1. So I'll click Add Servers, and we can search Active Directory for this server. I'll type lead DC1 and press Search. Here it found the server. I'll select it and click Add. Now we can go ahead and manage this server remotely. We can connect to this server and perform lots of different administrative tasks like check certificates, check installed apps, local users and groups, because it's a domain controller, this tool cannot be used when connected to a domain controller. And lots other tasks like performing PowerShell commands. As you can see, when we press this link, we are directly connected to a PowerShell command prompt and can perform actions here like typing commands, for example, date command, and so on. We'll be using this tool further on, but for now we've just installed it. And we start with configuring local storage on Windows servers. And first we start with selecting a partition table format. So a partition table format or partition style refers to the method that an operating system such as Windows Server uses to organize partitions or volumes on a disk. For Windows operating systems, you can decide between master boot record or MBR and globally unique identifier or grid partition table, which is GPT. So I can press storage here, and if we press create VHD, we can start creating a new VHD remotely. But that's not what we need, so let's switch to Lead SRV1 Server Manager. I'll close this informational message and go to Local Server, Tools, Computer Management. And here we can find Storage section and in it Disk Management. So if we check this Disk Management, we can find that we've got one disk for now, disk 0. And we can check its properties by right-clicking it and selecting Properties. We can find its location, LAN 0, volumes, and here you can find that it is using master boot record or MBR. You can also find its capacity and details on this disk, that it's Hyper-V disk. But that's where you find, is it MBR or GPT? The MBR partition table format is standard partitioning scheme that has been used on hard disk drives since the inception of personal computers in 1980s. The MBR partition table format has the following characteristics. An ABR partition supports a maximum of 4 primary partitions per drive. It can have a maximum size of 2 terabytes and not more. If you initialize a disk larger than 2 terabytes using MBR, the disk stores volumes only up to 2 terabytes, and the rest of the storage is not used. You must convert the disk to GPT if you want to use all of its space. So please know that you can use the MBR partition table format for disks that never surpass 2 terabytes in size. As for GPT, the GPT format was introduced with Windows Server 2003 to overcome limitations of MBR and to address the requirement of larger disks. GPT has the following characteristics. GPT supports a maximum of 128 partitions per drive. That's many. A partition can have up to 18 exabytes. A hard disk can have up to 8 zettabytes with 112 kilobytes logical block addressing, or LBA. To boot from a GPT partition table, your BIOS must support GPT. So please note, if your hard disk is larger than 2 terabytes, you must use the GPT partition table format.